What is going on, everyone? This is snomaN. Welcome back to Just Playing Mario's Worst Nightmare. As you can tell, we took a little break, but we are coming back now, and we're almost to the end of the game, so I think let's just dive right in. Let's go to Heaven. This level is obviously comes right after Hell, so it's like, oh, you thought you beat the game, but this is a bonus level. It may not be the end of the game after all. It says to look for the secret exit, but I'm actually not going to go ahead and do that because all it does is unlocks the ghost house, and all that's in the ghost house is is a hint of what to do next, and you just got to beat the level the regular way. So there's no real point in getting the secret exit, but as you can see, in Heaven here, the theme is kind of note block maze, and the idea is kind of supposed to be like you're in the clouds, like you're in heaven or something. And so I thought this was a good idea, but it ends up being actually a worse idea than actually in practice. Now, you don't actually need this mushroom back here, but if you go back and get it, it's if you want to get the secret exit. So we don't need to do that. So we're just going to move right along because I'm just not going to go ahead and do that. It's more trouble than it's worth for sure. So if it's possible for us, oh, I had it, there we go, to get through that, and we're gonna hit this P-switch, we're gonna go through. Yeah, getting through these note blocks is actually really tough. I made it look fairly easy, but it's you gotta time everything just right, and it's pretty difficult. So then you're jumping here, and then you're like, oh, and then, nope, you're actually jumping on some hidden note blocks here. And it's easier to, you can get kinda, there we go, perfect, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Perfect, and we needed this shell, so that was actually a really good. Okay, we're gonna try and respawn this bullet here, if at all possible. Doesn't look like it is. So I'm actually screwed, which is great. Oh, there's note blocks down here. Or something, or just one maybe. It's been a little while since I've actually done this level. Let's try and do this. I'm trying to jump on this guy's head. Where are note blocks? I saw note blocks. Is there note blocks over here? I'm silly. You don't need to jump further. But that's the trick, is it's hidden and it's supposed to be like that. So, okay, then all we need to do is fit through this little hole here. Come on. It's kind of hard, like in the pits, where you just gotta really fit in those holes really closely. There we go. Made it through there. Oh, Wiggler, what are you doing here? So if you are going for the secret exit, it's actually back behind a tree, but behind that first part. Oh boy, this part's gonna be tough. Yeah, that tree that's to the left there. But we're not doing that, so we don't need to do any of that. We killed that guy. Now, what we do need to do is actually go back up here. There we go. And go up here to get a gray P-switch to get rid of all these piranha plants. But you have to be really careful, because if you jump too high, you're going to get hit by piranha plants that are off the screen up top, I think. Maybe I changed that because that was too hard. But either way, here's the P-switch. So let's hit it. And then boom, now we can finish the level. So this level is kind of annoying. It's actually not one of my favorites. I don't like that it's annoying and bouncy, and you hear all the noises of the bouncing off the things. So, but whatever. It was kind of a cool concept in my head, at least. So we did it, and now we move on to opening up the Blue Switch Palace. This is all that the secret level would do. You go to the ghost house, and then it says, hey, go find the Blue Switch Palace, and then you got to go back to the Viney Trials level. So this is just a really, really short level. It's just the entrance to the palace, but it's still a hard puzzle because when you're holding an item, it's really hard to control. You constantly keep moving. You can't just drop down. So you got to kind of go through that part. It's kind of difficult. And then you come up here, and then you get the key. Oh, but you gotta be holding down a little bit, otherwise yeah, there we go. And then you get the key in the keyhole. So it's a really short level. It's just called the entrance to the palace, and then you get in, and then we go to the Blue Switch Palace. And you do need to unlock the Blue Switch Palace to beat the game. So you do have to come at least this far if you want to beat the game. Now, I'm trying to remember. I think you actually need to just hang on to the P-switch. I think that's what you gotta do. So I'm gonna hang on to it and not do this, which I'm pretty sure this is not changed. I think it's pretty much exactly the same as the regular Switch Palace, but I could be wrong. So I'm just going to carry this through, and take it all the way, because I think that's what you need to do. And then over here, yeah, so you did. You need to do this, and then you actually just have to wait or hit the fast forward button and then get the switch. So, another kind of short, simple little puzzle. The switch palaces are never really difficult. They're kind of just quick little puzzles, and that's intentional. That's the idea. So now we've hit the blue switch palace. So now we got to go back to the Viney Trials level. I'll kind of speed through here because we've already seen all these. So we go back now through the tunnel. Now we can go through the secret exit in Viney Trials, which will take us to the Star Road, which will then take us to the end of the game. And so we'll kind of explain that as we go. It starts out the same. You've got to go through about halfway through the level, before the route changes and you use the blue switch palace. So all this is going to be the same. You're going to see the Viney Trials level again. But yeah, you're just going to go up here. Gotta take this guy out, and then we need that gray switch. Perfect. We need to set this off. Okay. And I think I showed it off when I did the Viney Trials level first, is I showed that where the blue switch is going to appear. And so you're gonna see it now as where to go next. You can see that our lives have reset. I only have 2 lives now. That was me kind of practicing, and I restarted, so we don't have the same amount of lives. But that's okay. So now you don't need the Yoshi or anything. You just can now go up the blue switches and go through there. So we are now in the new route and moving on. You need this cloud to... Oh, wow. I have never done that before. You're trapped actually outside the wall, so you don't want to do that. I've never done that before, but hey, that's fun. So, yeah, there we go. It's a lot harder than, okay, good. It's actually kind of tough to get through here. But, yeah, they can't fit through the blue. So you just gotta work your way out, and then, boom, you beat the level. So now, we have moved on into the Star Road, and the theme with all the Star Roads, they kind of have the same theme, is time trials. And you have a lot less time than in other levels. My goal on purpose with the ROM hack was never to make you feel like you're on a quick time limit, and that's what a lot of that's what a lot of Mario ROM hacks do. Is you have to dang, I don't want to do that yet. Is feel like well I have to see if I remember how to do this. Is you gotta finish the thing really fast, and I don't like that. I don't like that. That's that's a thing that it's like it's hard enough as it is. I don't have to also want to worry about the time limit. And so up until now, up until this point, I did not make the time really a factor. What I actually did. Okay, what do you do here? Get the other stuff. So you actually have to hang on to this gray switch until you get to the end here, or until you get to this other spot where you hit another gray switch. You want to make it through this gap. Oh, okay, just at least to this point, because then you can float on top. But then you got to hit this, and I think it's another gray P switch. Oh no, it's the key. And so now you need to take the key. Let's see if I can do this without running out of time. So then you gotta go hit the P switch, go down to the bottom. There's gonna be another gray P switch. That's gonna be right when this one's about to run out. Yep, there we go. And then we gotta float to the top, and the keyhole's at the top. And so we do have enough time easily here. And that's the first time trial. So, like I mentioned, I didn't want time to be an issue in the other levels. I wanted you to feel like you're secure in time. So what I actually did is completed a level and see how much time I have left, and then add 100 seconds on as the time limit, so that you never felt like, okay, I gotta rush through this. But now in the time trial levels, I did make time an issue, where you... This is a really quick level. As you can see, the time, I only have 20 seconds left, so the idea here is to just get through as quickly as possible, and you're destroying bullets along the way that can kill you with these blocks. And there we go. Okay, there's only 4 seconds. Can I do it? That was just a really quick level. So you're kind of seeing that these are definitely time trial. I did make the theme of the Star Road to be you have very limited time and you gotta get through it. So now, we have time. Let's do the third time trial one here, just really quickly. What does this say actually? says, look out below for a jump too high. So this is actually a clue for later on, but first you want to get a running start here and run through here. This is definitely a bit of a more difficult, there we go, time trial level. Oops, I may have messed that up. So for a jump too high, it's actually, there's one of these things, sorry, I'm gonna be going through this here. One of these platforms, I'm not sure which one, I think it's, wow, I'm kind of just jumping on bullets here. One of these platforms, I think it's like the fourth one here. If you drop straight down, yeah, okay, there's a spring, and you need this spring. Oh, and you can see there's another falling platform there. You need this spring to grab that, and that's what that clue said, is for a jump too high, look out below. So this is the jump that's too high, and you look out below a little ways back. Now this, you need a bullet to jump over, which is a little difficult, but that's okay. We're trying to save time, but we may actually run out of time if we're not careful here. Oh boy, okay. Let's really try and rush through this. So the time trials definitely add a new challenge that was not previously there. So now we need the key, and then you actually got to go under now, under these things, and then get another running start here. Okay, and this is again where things get pretty difficult. Okay, but that's where we need to go next. Oh boy, but I messed this up. Okay, good. And then you go down here. You gotta hit this thing. Oh, can I do it? There we go. Okay, you need the star. And then you gotta go. We gotta really rush here with time. You gotta come over here, hit this P switch, because that's actually on piranha plants. So you actually don't need that shell, I guess. The key was right there. But we had 3 seconds left, so that blue P switch was on piranha plants, so you needed to get the star first to go get that P switch, and then it opened the thing for the the keyhole. So we're gonna stop here, but we're gonna finish the game next video. So thank you guys for watching. I'm snomaN. We'll see you next time, and we're gonna beat Bowser, and it's gonna be awesome. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.